Hi, good morning. Today I want to talk about what to do when you find yourself not being able to do the things that you're passionate about, or even if they're just like your if they're just your job and you have things to do, but you're finding trouble having motivation or staying on task. Those are the things I want to talk about right now. Well, a lot of things that we're asked to do can be uncomfortable, especially if it's something new. A lot of times, if it's something that you've been doing for a long time, then you can go into automatic mode and just find a way to do it, and it becomes instinctual, becomes something that you just constantly do. And that's great when that happens. It makes us feel that we're on track, makes us feel that we almost have like some type of superpower or something, and that things are just falling into place. While I love that experience, it's not always happening with everything. So, what do we do in those situations? Well, when it's not happening, there's some simple, maybe not easy things that you can do in order to point yourself in the right direction. One important thing is to realize that when we're doing new things that we've never done before, it's more taxing on our brain to go in that direction. What does that mean? Maybe you're going to be tired. Maybe you're going to not necessarily have that energy in order to do more. And so if you feel like you need to rest or take a break, if you have that opportunity, take advantage. Go take a 15-minute break and come back to it. Now, sometimes we've done it so long and maybe even over years or decades that we've never given ourselves rest. In those cases, that 15 minutes may not be long enough, and you may need to take more time in order to rejuvenate and carry on. Well, let's say you're rested, and it's that's not the issue. The issue is not rejuvenation. It's you have enough energy, you just find yourself doing things you're not supposed to or that you don't really want to do in terms of what your goals are. Well, in those cases, you may have too many things going on, and you may have to find ways to stop doing those things. Like something I do, for instance, is I don't have very many notifications on my phone. Like I know in the past, I've been alerted every time I get an email, every time somebody responds to one of my posts on social media, my phone calls and my text messages, and sometimes I leave those on. But for the most part, for me, currently, I just have my text messages and phone calls, and sometimes I even put the do not disturb function on my phone so that I can have extreme focus. Another thing you can do is go into a room and ask your family members or friends or roommates not to disturb you for that time. I actually even got a door hanger recently, and it actually has you put on your door do not disturb. And it also has on the other side, it has something that says, go ahead and come in, I'd love to talk to you. So those are some interesting ways you can stay focused and get more done. Now, and another thing, let's say it's not that you're not too tired. It's not that you're not focused. You're sitting there with no issues going on, and you still having issues being productive in that endeavor. Well, instead of just sitting there, what you can do is set a timer. Maybe if just starting with 5 minutes, give yourself time to do work on that activity so that you can build some momentum. I don't know about you, but for a lot of me, it's like when I put myself in an endeavor, it's like a lot of times I want to do it until it gets done, which is a very good way to look at your goals and your activities. But at the same time, we have if especially if it's something new, but sometimes it's not new, it's just a really hard task that your brain says, hey, you don't really like that, why do you keep doing it? And sometimes I think a big concept to consider right here is what we call delayed gratification. Now, a lot of us have heard instant gratification, delayed gratification. Some things I've learned about delayed gratification is that a lot of the people that are willing to delay that gratification for a while, a lot of times they end up being more successful and having better opportunities in life, having a higher quality of life. So that's something that we're aiming for with certain things we know involve instant gratification. If you eat a sweet, that's going to make you feel better right away sometimes. If you play a video game, a lot of times that's going to give you instant gratification. watching TV. Now, we know that video games and television, it's much nicer to watch somebody else doing that work and imagine yourself doing that than actually doing that work yourself. So when you're giving your brain the comparison is like you can watch it and enjoy someone else doing it, or you could do it yourself, it can be a challenge to have that motivation to do it. So one thing I've adopted over the years is not watching as much TV, not playing video games. And it doesn't mean that you have to stop it completely, but one thing that is recommended is that you actually do the things first, and then you can actually make that a reward later. That television or that video game or even a sweet, because that is, those are forms of instant gratification. And that's also building your ability to delay something that's going to make you feel better now, but actually might actually do harm in the future. It's helping you build that mindset in your brain to where you're okay if you wait a little while. So, and that really goes, so we're actually flipping the delayed gratification, instant gratification in this way. So if you're studying, you're reading, and you're not having the results that you would like, and you're not reading long enough, or maybe you're not working out long enough, you can start small and build up. Just the same way we're spreading that amount of time that we use instant gratification, we're taking the opposite direction here. We're using delayed gratification, and we're giving it a small sliver of our time, and then we're building up it more and more. So eventually you get up to and take that eventually you take that 5 minutes to 10 minutes to 15 minutes to 30 minutes to an hour, and then you work up as you please. You can end up doing some of those productive activities all day. So those are some things that I wanted to share about things you can, if you're looking for someone to help you along your journey, I'm here for that. Or if you're looking ways to follow your passions, I have some opportunities for you. Please reach out if you have any questions or concerns for me, or if you like this video, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it so that I can, well, one, I feel better when I hear you saying what you like, and then I can also improve the things that you didn't dislike or things that weren't clear. If it is YouTube, please subscribe or leave a comment or like this video. It helps me out a lot, helps more people see this information. That's what I wanted to share today. Hope you have a great day. This is LG Lawrence Green, and I am passionate about helping other people have a high quality of life and living and learning about their passions.